What is a fair lifespan for a human being? And if that life be taken by another before its natural end, what debt shall be owed? Inscription on a stone tablet found on the island of Mykonos. Author unknown. Circa 1200 BC. Translated from the Greek. Prologue. The men said it was just a game, but the boy knew better. The boy was 8 years old, and his name was Sam. The men had taken him and his sister from his home early in the morning, and they stood over him then. There were 3 men, and they all looked alike. They were tall and very thin, with dark-lined faces and black hair and beards. The men smelled bad and wore baggy clothes unlike any Sam had ever seen before. Sam believed they were from a foreign country. He thought they might be brothers. "Keep digging," said one of the men to Sam. "We will start the game as soon as you are done." Then the man laughed, and the other 2 men laughed with him. Sam's sister was digging next to him. Her name was Lizzie, and she was 7. Both Sam and Lizzie had shovels. "Sam, I'm scared," Lizzie said. "Don't be scared, Lizzie," Sam said. "We will play the game and then go home." But Sam knew better. Sam also knew they were somewhere in the desert. He had been to the desert before, but this was not the same one. The sun was directly over his head, and it was very hot. Sweat had gathered on Sam's brow, and some of it dripped into Sam's eyes, stinging them. Sam wiped the sweat away with the back of his hand. Big birds were circling around the sun, and Sam recognized them as vultures. He thought he could hear the vultures making a low whining sound, but could not be sure. The ground he and Lizzie were digging in was sandy, and the brown hills in the distance were blurry and without trees or bushes. Sam thought he saw water near the hills, but he did not think it was real. Sam had learned about mirages in school, and that is what he thought the water was. There were houses surrounding him, but their windows were all broken. It looked like there had been some grass in front of the houses, but the grass was all dead now, and the air was full of its smell. He decided no one lived here anymore. "Dig faster," said the man who had spoken before. "We do not want to be late." The man laughed, and the other 2 men laughed with him. Lizzie looked questioningly at Sam. Sam gave a nearly imperceptible shake of his head. Lizzie understood. She kept digging. Sam tried to think what his father would do. His father had been a soldier, but was dead now. Sam wanted to be a soldier too one day. What would a soldier do, he wondered. The hole was then 3 feet deep and about 4 feet wide. Sam dug a shovel full of earth and tossed it out the side of the hole. As he did so, he snuck a look over his shoulder with his eyes only. He did not want the men to see where he was looking. Sam saw that the man in the dark suit and yellow socks was still there watching them about 30 yards away. Sam thought the man in the suit was Asian. The Asian man leaned against the small black bus they had all come in. The bus had darkened windows. The 2 white men, the ones who seemed to be the Asian man's friends, were still inside the bus, behind the windows. Sam knew the Asian man was the boss because the other men listened to him. The Asian man said his brother had known Sam's father, but something had told Sam not to ask how. So he did not. Sam tried to memorize the Asian man's face so he could tell the police what he looked like later. Sam threw another shovelful of earth out of the hole. He knew if the hole got much deeper, his sister, even with his help, might not be able to climb out. Sam decided he knew what a soldier would do. A soldier would fight. A soldier would not give up. Sam waited until the man nearest him looked away. Then, wielding his shovel like a baseball bat, Sam took his batter stance like he had been taught in Little League and swung as hard as he could, hitting the man in the knee with the shovel's blade. The man bent over, clutching his knee, and screamed in agony. "Run, Lizzie!" Sam screamed.